Good evening, it's Matt Rogers. Now, I'm going to follow up now and show you more images on this next archive, because again, I believe it's important to see our skies to this very day. Okay, now on this first photograph coming from Joanne. Now, this kind member of our community is showing you the dimming of the sun. Strange formations. Yes, we do see a lens flare just here. But what attracted me to this photograph here as well is, first of all, when I first saw it, I thought it was just a mark. But indeed, it's a reflection. Okay, now what we're seeing is a chemtrail, and it's below these strange formations in the sky. Okay, and it's reflecting again off this reflector. Let me just zoom in to show you that this isn't a mark on the screen or anything. Let's just move over to this side here. Okay, can you see this? It's a chemtrail. You can start to see the illumination also with this aluminium that's stuck in the skies just to the left side. Now that is quite interesting, because again what you're seeing is in the background is all chemtrails again, but normally you would see the chemtrail that would be behind all this haze, not in front of it, behind, you know, on this side of the haze of the skies. So that is very interesting to see that. So thank you for sending this photo through as well. Here we have a webcam image as well that was brought in by Lorraine of an area in Spain, and this image as well was just dated as the 18th of March. Now I'm going to just do a quick close-up of this photo too, because still what we're seeing in Spain on these webcams are many lines, X's in the skies and everything, and what I'm showing you now is still this pink colour that's reflecting too. Everything on the screen is chemical trails, no natural forms of cloud systems. So I mean, it's just evident, isn't it, again, that many parts of Europe are being sprayed in the skies. I mean, look at this, it's everywhere, isn't it? So thank you, Lorraine, for this webcam image. We have an interesting photo that's come in from Rose from Canada. Just spectacular, isn't it? Let's have a zoom in shot of this photograph. We're just going to go in slightly, and we're going to have just a quick look at this area here. Now that does look strange, doesn't it? It could be a known heavenly body, but that's quite close, isn't it? I mean, you can see a halo around the outside of it as well. Just another strange object in the sky, but again, as I said, it could be a known heavenly body. It could be Venus. But, I mean, these photographs are absolutely fantastic images, aren't they? When we're starting to see the glow there as well. Fantastic photo. Thank you, Rose, for sending this image in to us. This is an image that's coming from Tony as well, and there is a huge reflection that's behind all them chemtrails again, just in our atmosphere. These colours again are just showing very clear now in our skies. Now, here in the UK, where I am, the skies are just very, very grey these past couple of weeks. So when the skies at night clear up, I will take some images and some footage and produce it onto video. But again, these are overwhelming photos, very true images, showing again this strange reflection. Now, it's so much more of a different colour now that's beaming through. Now let's check these other images. This photo was taken just before the other photo that you just saw that Tony sent in. Now, we're still seeing this reflection, aren't we? Just behind all this haze of chems. Geoengineering again. Look at this chem plane here. Let's do a zoom in on this photo. Okay, let's give this now here we have this this reflection again that's here. Now when we're going through the photo here, can you see all this activity? I mean, these strange formations down here as well. I mean, it's a cover up again. huge reflection in the skies. Many chem lines still being sprayed. All this again is just aluminum that's just out there, just in our beautiful blue skies. It's so sad, isn't it, to see this? But again, we've got to keep an eye to the right side, picking up this strange reflection. Just another fantastic photo. I mean, what amazes me with these images is that what we see on the road just below is the motor cars driving about, and no one looks up. No one looks at these skies. Now, I mean, everything on that screen that you see with this sky of today is so different, isn't it? The halo is so much more bigger now, and this strange red colour beaming through. Just overwhelming photos. So Tony, excellent images. Thank you for sending these. Here is another one that's come through as well from Tony. Just spectacular photos again. These are the changes, aren't they? Just overwhelming. See, during the sundown on these photographs, everything becomes pink. A pink colour, like you saw just evident on the other images. Those chemtrails are white, just chemical clouds. But as the sun goes down, there's another reflection that's heading through in front of our sun. There is another body out there, an intruder in our solar system, and it is showing its colours, still to this day. Dark skies and a pink haze. Okay, now just below the lit up traffic light you can see on the screen to the right hand side, down below we've got that huge reflection. It's getting much more stronger now, isn't it? You've got those colours, you've got the white haze as well that's lighting up the skies. Something big is coming through now. I mean, on the photograph is chemical clouds. I mean, sitting back now, having to think about this, and just looking at the different images, we're in trouble. Something big is going to happen. Something is definitely going to occur in our lifetime. I mean, every single day we're picking up these genuine photos, and people have started to speak out, stand up, and we just got to continue. So let me move to the next photo here. What you're seeing on this next image isn't our sun. It's not the moon. It's something else that's brightening up the skies from the northeast. Look clearly on the photo as well. We've got a reflection and a white haze. Just absolutely fantastic images. See, when I say it's a cover-up, I mean it to the heart, because again, what we're seeing to the left-hand side, we've got the plasma, the light area of the sun. We've got a blatant chemtrail just here. You see all this hanging off the chemtrail? This is aluminum. And again, it just does this in the background, all this haze. Now, what is important with this as well, that there's another light source that's cutting through here. And I believe it's another heavenly body showing itself. It's not the moon. Now, Tony sent an email explaining that it's here. This system now has made its way back. He's picking up these photographs just as we are now showing them on the screen. This is 100% proof that there is something that's being covered up. I mean, as Tony's zooming back to the next photo here on the screen, I mean, look at the skies. Remembering those skies as well for the past, seeing the normal cloud systems as the sun was going down, but then we're seeing this different colour, many geoengineering formations in our skies, and that reflection again. That reflection is becoming so strong now in our skies. We zoom into this image as well. There's strange formations, and it's so important again to get this this truth out about what we're seeing in our skies. I mean, here there's a strange formation, and if I just zoom in slightly a little bit more, we can start to see the evidence, can't we? Where we've got this chemtrail going just across here. This, can you see how it sticks in the skies? And then when we go down here to this area, we're picking up this reflection, aren't we? Huge reflection. dark shadows. Just another fantastic image. Okay, we've just got another attachment just come in from Tony as well. Strange formations of these chemtrails. I mean, look at the way they... Here they are here. Let's have a zoom in on this image. I mean, look at this formation. Okay, now we've seen pictures and images that have come in from other people. Okay, but look clearly. That does look different, doesn't it? I mean, you can see no wings, but again, look how close these are, these trails. And then it's like a strange object. And it goes all the way down here. Let me just quickly go to the other object. Okay, what I've done is I paused and started again, but this is strange as well, isn't it? I mean, look at this. Can you see how it moves around? Let me just try and get a zoom in on this photograph that was sent in again by this kind person. I mean, look at this. I mean, something else, isn't it? Is this a drone or is it another object that's unknown to us? I mean, there's no... I mean, look at the way it sprays the skies. It's been caught, isn't it? So what I'm going to do is, when I get my camcorder and able to scan the skies properly on clear days, I'm going to try and zoom into these objects as well. But these photographs are absolutely fantastic that are being sent in. So let's move to the next photo here. Okay, now this photo was very interesting as well because we don't see no chem plane. We don't see no wings, no jets or anything like that whatsoever. There's something of interest here. Let me just get a zoom shot on this as well. So let's just try and get into this as well without trying to lose the adjustment here. Just want to try and get into this. I mean, look at this here. Let's get a bit more. Let's try and get so far here. I mean, look, it disappears, but then look at this strange formation. I mean, I know it's quite difficult to see, but look at the way these trails are behind. I mean, they're sort of stuck together, aren't they? I mean, this is triangulated. I mean, there's something... I mean, it could be anything, but again, it's very, very strange that, isn't it? I mean, it's leaving a trail behind it, and they're actually circling and just forming these strange formations. Let me just check the other photo. Okay, now I've positioned it to the other object, but indeed, it just looks as if it's being cloaked, this object that seems to be spraying the skies. Let me zoom in. I mean, look at this. It does seem like a rounded formation, but then it clearly is showing like it's... I mean, it's... doesn't... I mean, it stops there here with the trail, and then we don't see anything, do we? So what is spraying our skies? Something else? Just leaves a big question mark with these photos. I mean, these are just amazing again, because what we should be seeing is a military plane or something known. Then after a good while it just leaves these lines in the skies like this, and then it becomes like the background of these chemtrails, a haze. So we've got to keep asking these questions of what else is spraying our skies. Okay, we've got another photo just come through as well. So Tony's taken these images right now, and they're absolutely strange. I mean, what we're seeing here, if we were all looking up to the heavens now, we would think this was a military plane spraying, okay? Doing all these strange formations, twisted chems, geoengineering. But when we zoom into the photograph, it's invisible. There is nothing to be seen. Let's just get down to this area here. Now, from this distance, even so, we would normally see a chem plane, wouldn't we? The wings, the front, and everything. So just enhance zooming in as well to get closer to this shot. What we're seeing here is nothing. It's being cloaked. Is this new technology or something else? can't see anything that's... I mean, I've enhanced the image and everything. Let me just try and get this enhanced. Okay, what I've done is I've put the image to the left-hand side on the screen just here. And I'm going through the light display. I can't see anything still. Changing the colour as well, the coordinations with the colour. There's nothing to be seen in this area. Just very, very different, isn't it? Let's try something else. Okay, what I've done is I'm enhancing the photo now. So I'm making it brighter here. You can see the picture just here on the right hand side from the image. But when we go up and down through it, still nothing there, isn't there? Just quite spectacular. Even if we change the color settings from the original, and then we go to this color setting here as well, I mean, we've got there's nothing to show, is there? I mean, look at this. Very, very strange. So going back to the original photograph, it just looks like a normal chemtrail that's spraying. But then again, when we, as I said before as well, when we go to zoom into the photo and look carefully and take more notice, let's just get a bit closer to this. We're seeing no military plane showing on the screen. Just a chemtrail, but there's no line there, is it? I mean, there's nothing there. Anyway, so let's move to another photo. Okay, we've got these last three attachments that have come through from Mike from the USA. Now, he's scanning the skies, he's watching the videos, and he's noticing this very same agenda that's showing everywhere. Look at the X and this familiar chemtrail. So indeed, many more people are waking up to this, and they are coming forward to the channel and looking and watching all the other fantastic channels out there that are working so hard. I mean, everything on this photograph, just like the other photographs, are all showing what is happening. Let me just move to Mike's next image. See, they're doing a lot of spraying as well to the northeast skies. I mean, this photograph as well is showing all this spraying. There's two different types of chemicals here as well, and we just got to keep going as they keep spraying, because again, I'm just hoping that media do watch these videos, because it just amazes me, okay, and towards the members of the community, that nothing is being said with what's going on. Okay, now we just saw Tony's images, didn't we, of a chemtrail with no plane. There was nothing there, wasn't there? I mean, cloaking technology or something else. But then we're now looking at Mike's images. Now, both of these people don't speak to each other. No emails. They don't correspond, and there's no cheating with these photos. Okay, they come in all the time from right across our world. Now, you all know that, and this is what I do, and this is why I'm here, to produce these images. But now we're looking at this image as well, and we can see again that there is something going on. No chem plane. Just a trail in the sky with nothing in front of it. Is this again cloaking technology or something that we're not familiar of in our skies? Let me just take a zoom in here. But first of all, I'd like to say, can you see how this line, it goes up and then it's a sharp diagonal turn. Now, no military plane or even a passenger jet would do this. It's not going to take an alternative route, is it? I mean, if anybody that was on at an airport going on holiday or to a business trip taking off like this, and then the aeroplane did a diagonal move like this, that pilot would get the sack. Everybody would feel very unwell as it did that sharp U-turn. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to enhance on this as well, because this is just getting stranger. I mean, these are the skies of today. I mean, what I'm going to do is now, I'm going to show you this here. I mean, it just shows you blatantly obvious. Look at this. It's a chemtrail, okay? And it's got nothing there. There's nothing in this area to indicate that that is a military plane or a chemical plane that's spraying. Nothing whatsoever. I mean, are these holograms? Or are they advanced technology. I mean, look at this. I mean, the thing is, though, I know that looking back, I did used to do UFO videos about a couple of years ago, just short documentaries, and the way that it does this turn as well. I mean, look at this. That is very, very bizarre, isn't it? I mean, that's coming from the ground. I mean, look at the building here. Let me just show you this as well. Can you see, if I go close here, can you see how, I mean, this building, this trail has come from the ground, straight up in the skies. I mean, I've seen this on areas of other photographs from mountains in the background where this trail's just come up from nowhere, spraying the skies. I mean, that angle as well is taken off just all of a sudden, isn't it? I mean, they could be drones, but that angle is very, very different, isn't it? I mean, again, so, I mean, it could be anything, couldn't it? Absolutely anything. But it is so important to keep showing the proof, keep showing the photos, and just carrying on. So I will produce another video, and if anybody catches this phenomenon of these strange formations in the sky that are spraying, but we can't see no plane, please do send the photos in. We'll see if we can catch these, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to enhance these properly, produce them onto another video to see what we can find. So take care. I'll be back very, very shortly with another video. God bless you all, from Matt Rogers.